How are people not boycotting Apple products? I've just seen some news about the new Mac Studio and I just can't believe that people are still buying their stuff. A $2,000 computer only comes with 512 gigabytes of storage. You cannot upgrade any of the components yourself if you want 1 terabyte of storage. It's gonna cost you an additional $1,000. There are no peripherals included, so you have to spend another $100 and $200 on mouse and keyboard. You can't even use the mouse while charging it. I don't even know what to say about this. They stopped selling the Studio's predecessor, so people are forced to buy their new product. The monitor will set you back another $1,600 and doesn't even offer the most basic ergonomic functions. If you want to be able to adjust the monitor's height, you gotta pay another $400 and still won't be able to rotate it. And last but not least, you cannot remove the power cable from the monitor. Why? That's like $5,300 for a workstation that is still lacking some of the most basic functions I would expect from a computer. What is happening here? Edit. Please don't get hung up on the boycott too much. I could have phrased it better. Edit too. Didn't think this would blow up. Thanks for the genuine, good replies. Not gonna be able to keep up, though. People are taking this post way too seriously. They just need 20% of the population to comply to their needs, because that's where they'll get 80% of their profits. The last MacBook Pro I got was in 2011 and still works, used mostly for kids' virtual learning. At the end of the day, it's their money. As a 36-year Mac user, Apple died with Steve Jobs. I was an Apple Kool-Aid drinker since nearly the beginning, and it kills me to see how far Apple has fallen. I don't care how much market value Apple has right now. Microsoft had similar value at the height of Windows' awfulness. Fact is, Apple used to make durable, reliable devices that I could use for 10+ years, which absolutely justified the price tag. Then, they started using cheaper components and soldering RAM to the motherboard in laptops so users couldn't upgrade. Not the company or the devices I fell in love with all those years ago. 90% of the people here don't know what they are talking about. The 10% are not getting enough attention. Only about 1% will ever really need a Mac Studio, and only like 10% of those 1% will ever buy one. I do, but no one gives a shit, and there's plenty of people willing to buy what I won't. The Mac Studio is not meant for consumers, it's a workstation. You don't need much storage internally because you have servers anyways. It's easier, cheaper for companies to write off and buy a new one in 2 to 5 years. The monitor is not that expensive for a color-accurate 5K monitor with relatively good brightness, and a VESA mount is less than $100. This is a rather specific tool that's just not for everyone. I run a photography studio. I'm about to buy 3 of these, but with Dell monitors and non-Apple keyboard, mouse. I'll be saving over $5,000 not going 100% Apple. Very true. Out of the box they're fantastic. But as they age they develop color casts that can be hard to calibrate away from, especially when trying to sync up a handful of them. I find it much easier on any given Dell 4K monitor. I've also come to realize that you can calibrate and perfect your color all you want, but your client is going to view their photos on a goddamn potato. Calibrate for your printer and move on.